Have you ever played a WonderSwan Color before? Have you ever played any of the old retro handhelds? Well, in playing those, have you ever noticed how the screens are just basically trash, and if there's any kind of light, impossible to see, but also if there isn't light, impossible to see? Well, I'm gonna fix that with this one today because we are upgrading to an IPS display, and we're gonna make this WonderSwan Color look absolutely amazing. Hey, what's up everyone? Game Dad here, and we are going to dive right in, opening up my WonderSwan Color and getting the screen on this bad boy replaced. So, let's do it. So as you can see here, I have a few different parts. Some we're gonna use, some we're probably not gonna use, but I wanted to show you really quick. Here is what this screen looks like now. And this is with full lights blasting down on this thing. And I mean, look at this, you can't really see it. And I want to play Final Fantasy in all its glory. I mean, look at that. So let's go ahead and open this thing up and get to work. First thing you want to do is remove the little battery pack on there. We'll go ahead and get this out of the way. And we have 6 T7 Torx screws that we need to remove. So let's go ahead and do that now. So first up here, we are getting those 6 screws out. That way we can go ahead and open up the system. And the back of this just kind of pops right off. Got a couple little snaps in there. Now we need to remove the main LCD ribbon cable right here. Couple little things that you slide up. And then what we're going to do here is actually go in and solder a couple of wires on. We got to solder them to each of the positive leads that are on the battery terminals, and then that one wire we just kind of fish it through so that it'll be easier to access later on. Now on the driver board itself, we're going to go ahead and pre-tin some of these pads to give it power and give it control. And then we're going to take those wires we soldered earlier to the main board and actually get them soldered onto this daughter board so that it has its ground and it has its power. Next up, to protect the circuitry, we're adding an insulating film onto the main board right here. That way when everything else pushes against it, it won't short anything out. We're going to go ahead and install this connection cable, blue tab up. And then here at this point, we are removing the old screen. Be careful, as you can see, mine kind of broke when I did this. So just be mindful of mirror glass. Then you want to clean out all of the old sticky residue that is in here. I am also removing the front plate, which on this one I didn't realize beforehand is actually glass. So I could have just left it because the replacement one was also glass. Now I'm putting on some insulating film, and this right here is the screen itself. We'll get this attached to that daughter board, and then everything is just going to kind of get sandwiched together. And the reason you have insulating film everywhere is so that you are protecting everything on both sides of the daughter board so that nothing is actually touching metal on metal and shorting anything out, because that just would not be good. Now with the board back in place, we're going to go ahead and connect that ribbon cable we connected earlier. It will have kind of a weird bend in it just because of the angle, but that's fine. Once you get this cable in, you are just going to basically kind of smush it down. That way you can add the back lid back on. Make sure you're not pinching any of the wires, and then get all 6 of those screws back in. And once you do, you will be able to slide the battery pack back in. You'll be able to slide your game in, and as you'll see here in a moment, we have a nice bright new screen ready to go. Of course, here is that glass front pane that I mentioned. It just kind of self-adheres on here. It's got some nice 3M style adhesive, and it is good to go. This thing is looking mighty fine now. And there you have it, everyone. This has a bright, vibrant new screen with multiple color palettes, since this is backwards compatible with the original WonderSwan, and I've got multiple brightness levels. That way, if I want nice big brightness during the day, or if I don't want to have my eyes burned out at night while I play it, I can just turn the brightness down on that. And overall, very easy mod. There are a couple little solder points to do to help give the actual driver board power, but that really wasn't a big deal. I will say the touch sensors are a little bit finicky, especially the color palette one, but overall, it's still fine, and I love this new screen on here. It is so nice now. So I would love to know down below in the comments, have you ever done a WonderSwan IPS mod, whether it be on a regular or a color? And if you liked today's video and you want to check out another recent video, then check out this area right here. And as always, I'm Game Dad. I thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you later.